Hi there. So we're looking at June 3rd through the 9th, finding out what the Illuminating Journey Cards have to say about the week, what's coming in, what do we need to know. I'm a channel for the Akashic Records, so we're connecting to the records. These cards were made with the infusion of the Akashic Records, so let's see what the cards have to say. I've already asked them, what do we need to know for the week of June 3rd through the 9th? June is a highly emotional, creative month. We have a lot of the creative energies coming in. It's fluid, it's open, it's creative, it's expansive spiritually. It can also be confusing. So let's see what the cards have to say. I also find it very interesting that the week is the 3rd, which is the day of the new moon, which is a lot of 3s and the 12 and all of the stuff from the year. So that's highly charged with that energy to kind of activate our creative selves and move us into a sense of wisdom. And then the 9, which is that the final number of the root numbers, with wisdom and love. So a lot of love and energy that's coming through this week. So what's the first card? First card that comes up is the 16 Soul Portal. And so this card is saying that it's a time to kind of confront the truth of who we are, the truth of our journey, our intention, what is sacred. It's a time to get in touch with what is sacred and true for us, because we're taking a journey, a very intense journey. This is not a journey we take lightly. It is not an easy journey. However, we can indeed bring lightness to it. So it's both a recognition that it's going to take effort and awareness and spiritual connection and willingness, and it's also going to bring us great joy because we're actually doing things that we love. We're excited about this journey. This is something we have wanted to do. We've spoken about, we've thought about, and finally it's here. It's that moment to take this great trip. Let's see what the second card is. So okay, so we have this energy, and with the 16, which is all about coming to our truth. We know we're going on a journey. The second card is the 0. So that means level 0. We're starting at ground zero. We're releasing, we're giving up, we're giving away the things that we don't know what they are or that we've used. We're just kind of tired of the way it's been and what we've been given. It's the sense I get is that we're going like, wow, I have all this stuff I was given that I don't know if I want. I just want to kind of throw it in the pile. I don't know if it's mine. And kind of come back to that ground zero, the level before the beginning, where we're creating, we're in that space of great creation, of expanse and openness, where we're like, anything is possible. The light and the dark, the new and the old, the positive and the not as positive, the male, female, all of those things mixing, churning, opening, expanding. And we're looking through this vast opening, not really knowing what's going to show up for us. It's just like everything. We've thrown everything into this churning water. We don't know what's coming up, but we're intrigued, maybe a little uncertain, but that's okay, because it's the universe bringing us to a new place. So asking for us to trust and be in stillness with what's coming through. So there's this expansion, but also this relaxation, releasing of, oh, I need to know, I have to do it this way, it needs to be look like this, and it's this energy is going, no, just allow yourself to see what there is. Be aware of what is showing up without deciding what it's going to be. So it's kind of opening yourself up to see something new. And then we have the third card, which is the invisibility cloak. So very interesting because, of course, here in this reading, we have one of each card. There are 3 different types of cards in this deck. And so this is one of the tools. And so an invisibility cloak can do 2 things. In this case, it can help us to go to places we haven't been, feeling safe. So we can wrap ourselves in that cloak and feel like we can receive new information and kind of be in a place of awareness and receiving without revealing everything. We're observing and allowing, and we feel safe. We haven't chosen yet. It also gives us a chance to lift the veil of things that we may have not seen clearly. So we're being asked to investigate, go in and look at what's showing up and start to kind of look at it with new eyes, with the eyes of creativity, with the eyes of being in that space, remembering that we started off here. You know, here's the figure, like the back of the figure, here's the figure again. Perhaps that's you with a cloak on. And now that cloak of journeying has become invisible, or it's being leading you to a new place, a place where you need to be more visible, where your creative urges, your desires, your voice is more visible instead of it being hidden from you, perhaps even hidden from others. And now you're bringing that kind of the alchemy of who you are out into the open, taking a risk, and also with that 0 in the middle, this idea of being pre-beginning. You're going through a doorway. You can see the repetition here. Here's a doorway in a sense, right? It's a doorway. It's a calling. It's a new place, the portal of new entry, where you can go in and go through and see with new eyes, bringing with this the cloak of invisibility that allows you to transcend in this journey, to go on this journey in a new way, to become something new, to breathe life into what is true for you through this. Maybe things you have not shown or seen about yourself, perhaps even seeing the world and the life you live through new eyes, and understanding that everything you see around you is potential compost, potential fodder for new adventures, new experiences, also the potential to move through this space without anything, right? Changing the way you move through the space by leaving things behind. It's very funny that the first card fell on the floor, so it just jumped right out. So that's all good. And so we know this is about this week of the 3rd through the 9th of June 2019 is about daring to take this risk, this adventure, this journey your soul has been longing for, pulling you through into a creative expanse of trusting and loving the who that you are, the soul of you, your spirit. And so journeying into this new expanse and allowing everything to be there. And so you get to leave behind everything, kind of take off all your clothes, go, okay, all the cloaks you've worn, and go, okay, put it all in here, and then walk out with this cloak that you can make invisible. So it's transcending the essence or the kind of shape you've been into a whole new shape, a whole new way of living your life through a creative and kind of joyful, attentive experience So it's really encouraging you to dare to be invisible and dare to be visible and take those cloaks off what you've been hiding from yourself. So that's it for me for this week. I'd love to hear your comments. Did you see something I didn't talk about? Do you receive a different message? That is the power of the Illuminating Journey Cards, is that you get to see and have your own experience with these cards. They are powerful, potent portals. Say that quickly 3 times. And if you're interested in learning more about me, you can go to jenduchene.com. I do Akashic readings and Illuminating Journey Card readings. And they're very powerful. The Akashic readings are life-changing because they dissolve old thoughts, bring in things you didn't even know were there, holding you back, bringing you to a new place, a new journey, a new creativity. And the Illuminating Journey Cards, of course, having a personal reading is very powerful and illuminating for your journey. We don't look to the future, we look to the present. What is the issue you need to transcend to go where you want to go? So those are available on my website. The cards are for sale on my website, jenduchene.com/illuminating journey cards. They're $66 plus shipping and handling, etc. So you can go over there and get your cards if you want to. There is an upcoming fundamentals class that will be online starting in early July, late June. So I'll put all the links down below and you can find what you need. And I'll see you next week.